Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to be working on the quad, which stands for question a day and is essentially a warm-up on the properties of water. This is what we covered in class. So to start off, we're going to begin with talking about the chemical formula of water, which hopefully by now you know is H2O. That means that there are two hydrogens for every oxygen. And the basic chemical structure, so this is the chemical formula of water, but the structure of this molecule looks like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the structure of water because it's going to affect how water functions. More specifically, it's going to give water unique properties that are important to life. So let's begin by identifying where these elements are. First, we'll start with the oxygen. So this is the oxygen, and the thing about this oxygen is that oxygen is very electronegative, and this will become important later. Next, I'm going to identify the hydrogen. There's two of them, and they are bonded together with oxygen, which means that there is sharing of electrons, and we're going to represent it by these lines right here. These lines represent the shared electrons between this hydrogen and this hydrogen and that oxygen. And anytime we have the sharing of electrons, it forms what is known as a bond. Now in chemistry, you're going to learn the different types of bonds. And in this case, the name of the bond that's occurring here is what's called a covalent bond. Now, remember how a while ago I said that oxygen is very electronegative? This is where this is going to become important now. What's happening is this sharing of electrons, or this covalent bond between the hydrogen and an oxygens, is not a fair shared process. Oxygen is very much a hog. It's going to steal the electrons or keep the electrons closer to it and away from the hydrogens. So even though they're sharing these electrons, it's not a fair share. So because there's an uneven sharing, this is a specific type of covalent bond in what's called a polar covalent bond. Also, as a result of those those electrons hanging out more at the oxygen end, what we see is a slight negative charge on the oxygen and a slight positive charge on the hydrogen. Now, this structure of water with these polar covalent bonds and these positive and negative ends around the molecule are what give water its unique properties. For example, if another water molecule, let's say I'm going to make a copy of this one, were to float near this other copy, this positive end right here is going to be repelled away from this positive end. So they're actually going to push each other away. But the negative end over here is attracted to the positive end over here. And so the oxygen of this water molecule will be oriented to try to get close to the hydrogen of this one. And there is an attraction between that negative oxygen here and the positive hydrogen here. And I'm going to represent that with dots, because this isn't a true bond made of electrons. This is what we call a hydrogen bond. And it's just an attraction between the two molecules. But that hydrogen bond is going to play an important role in some of the other properties of water we will discuss in class. For this warm-up, we're going to talk about the most important property of water to life, which is water is a versatile solvent. This is because most cells are made up or living in aqueous environments. The other thing to keep in mind is that many substances will dissolve in water because the substances are polar. And so they are either attracted to the positive end or the negative end of the water molecule. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching. Bye.